March 14th, 11:33 p.m. Theatrum Neutralis, lobby. Agent Lang.
Langsy, he says, little cubs, never do they know the real fury of the elder wolves.
These quotes are definitely becoming increasingly difficult to decipher. And what does that mean?
It means that you'll never really know how angry I can fucking get. Mr. Prosecutor, the counterfeit bills made with Balbalisian ink, they were all of Zangfa denominations.
Yeah, so I heard from Miss Von Karma. But we don't know where the play money has gone. I do. They must not have figured out that it was all burned yet.
Ever since those things showed up in circulation, my country's economy has taken a big hit. I was really heavily invested in the stock market. Zangfa is in financial chaos as we speak. Because we can't tell the difference between our own bills and the fucking fakes. But it's not just the money. The citizens are also worried. I've staked the honor of the House of Zhang Lang on this. You came to this land to capture, and have come to this land to capture the mastermind behind the whole thing. I investigated how the bills were made and how the ink was smuggled into Zangfa. I pursued the smuggling ring all the way here. But tonight, this is where the final chapter was written. Despite my frantic efforts to chase the smuggler down, someone got him first. And now I'm called to return home without a fucking single answer.
Agent Lang,
Don't start! It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault, Mr. Prosecutor. Master Alba, I'm sorry for all the trouble tonight.
No, it is. I should apologize. It was all because I was not strong enough. If only I was able to think of a better solution. Oh, curse, you fool, and curse your empty brain.
You're being too hard on yourself, Ambassador. I take full responsibility for tonight. End of story. Sheena, let's go. Time to return to our den.
Yes. I don't like to admit it, but there's there's not much else for us to do but to go home as well. Agent Lang, a moment. If you would. You, Wolfman, and the secretary lady, hold it! Objection, pal! Detective Gumshoe, have you got the results of the handwriting analysis already? Yep, and that note was definitely written by Mr. Cogent, sir. Just as I thought. Good work, detective.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. How long do you intend to hold us up for? I have a plane that's leaving in fucking 20 minutes.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I believe that now everyone is finally here. Agent Sheena, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Yes. How exactly did you fail to see the thief? When you were in the neighboring room to where Mr. Cochin was killed. I'd like you to explain that to us.
What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. What are you doing asking her about something she didn't see?
Agent Lang hasn't touched the Bob Hole investigation at all. So I suppose I'll need to explain a few things to him first. Miles Edgeworth, I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head of yours. It's called the imperfect investigation, Miss Von Karma. Only I would know about that. Maybe in a couple years, you'll get on my level. The only thing going on in my head is the pursuit of the truth. Oh, it sounds like you have some sort of plan. Very well, I'll supervise you until the end. She's seriously going to treat me as a subordinate for the rest of the day.
You're not trying to pick a fight with my subordinate on some flimsy guess, are you?
And before that, shawl or whatever, was like white before today. I'm not going to pick a fight, and the evidence is hardly flimsy, as you will see. Nice.
I should have known. You and I are destined to fight it out to the very end.
It appeared that way. Nice.
And we'll prove her innocence. It's a let's see what you've got, Mrs. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
With pleasure. I don't even get to point two. I don't get to do the cool underhanded point. For my opening argument, I'll discuss the thief that appeared in Bob Hall and establish exactly who it was that case saw. You bitch. Agent Lang. I assume you've been briefed on case testimony.
You mean the suspicious person in a coat that she saw?
That's right, that person is the one of the keys to solving this case. The person who pretended to be the thief.
Pretended? What do you mean by that?
I'll get to that in a second, but first I want to review what this person, Saul did. Okay, if you could please explain to that person you were chasing did for us. Okay, you got it. First, I spotted the suspicious person near the open-air stage on the Babalisian side. I called out to the person, but as soon as I did, that person ran off. I thought it was rather suspicious, so I immediately gave chase. For the sake of argument, let's call the suspicious person the thief. Now please tell us what happened when you chased the thief up to the 3rd floor. Can do. I chased the thief all the way up to the 3rd floor of the Babalisian embassy. It was a pretty straight chase down the hall until a sudden turn. The thief disappeared around the corner, so I did my best to catch up. When I turned the corner, I saw the thief run into Mr. Kochin's office. I gave chase and ran into the room. Gave him the whole fucking end around. When I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my feet, so I turned on the light, but then... Who's there? By the time I had turned on the light, the thief had disappeared. When Kay entered the room, the person she was chasing was already gone. Why do you suppose that was, Agent Lang?
What do you mean, why do you suppose? Isn't it obvious?
The person slipped out through the door behind the girl under the cover of darkness. That's stupid. Sorry, but I know for a fact that the person did escape through that door. Oh, and how do you know with such certainty? Gumshoe was down the hallway. Huh. That's easy. If the thief had left through that door, they would have run right into this person. Oh, fuck. Oh, it would be both. Because she came in, like, right after, but it was also Gumshoe. Fuck. Either or. Gumshoe, I guess. This person is this, Mr. Prosecutor, you sure you're not losing it? He was in the hallway. Oh, no, he just heard her scream. Never mind. Fucking whatever. Fuck off. But he said he saw her come out of the whatever, neighboring room. Fuck off. Both would have saw it. Okay, both are correct. It's just the way he fucking phrased it. He said, whatever. Gumshoe, having heard him scream, saw... Oh, fucking Sheena. Whatever. Grumble, 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 grumble.
Your answer, Sheena.
Yes, because let's consider what would have happened if the thief had used the door. When Kay screamed upon discovering Mr. Kochin's body, the thief would have run right into Agent Shinha, who was in the next room over. Agent Sheena, would you mind telling us if you saw the suspicious person in question? No, I didn't see anyone. You see? Therefore, the thief could not have escaped through the door.
It just means that the creep slipped out before Sheena made it into the hallway.
Gumshoe was there too. I doubt that, as there was another person in that hallway, a certain detective. Fuck off! I could have said both! Detective Gumshoe, where were you exactly at that time? Me, sir! Whoa! Iron Case scream! I was on the other end. I ran towards Mr. Kochin's office from the opposite direction of Agent Sheena, sir. So, Agent Lang, can you explain how someone could have eluded both of them? Even you must concede that under these circumstances, the door was not a valuable route. Viable.
Wolfman.
Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You nailed him in just an explanation of just what happened. Yes. I've eliminated one of the possible escape routes from that room. But this is far from over. I need to make Agent Lang aware as well of yet another possible escape route the thief could have taken.
I get it. So that's what you were trying to show me. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, let me guess. This is what you're trying to say, right? Because the door was not a viable escape route, then there must have been another way out.
Precisely. Hey, Mr. Edward, it's time to bust out with our revolving fireplace wall explanation, right? No, not quite yet. Huh? But why? I thought this would be the perfect time. The revolving wall on the Babalisian side is known only to 4 people. And if we use this information wisely, the truth may escape us in the end.
What's with all the whispering over there? Scared I'll figure out your tactics?
Nothing of the sort, Agent Lang. Come, let's continue where we left off.
That smug, haughty attitude of yours. You really rubbed me the wrong way, you know that? Well, no matter. I figured you out already anyway. The only other possible escape route besides the door is the room's lone window. And since an eerie picture of that said escape route exists, are you saying that this photo captures the movement of the thief's escape?
I guess Detective Bad must have filled him in on the photo. I have to admit that at first I thought the window to be a possible escape route as well. However, I now know that to be impossible.
Now I realize you may not know this, but
Points.
Humans can't fly.
Of course I know that. That's bloody common sense. Besides, I never said I thought this photo to be of the thief's escape route.
I suppose not. Alright, then explain yourself.
Wait, could this be like them coming in at some point? Like they're coming this way? Well, no, they're going. It actually is impossible to tell which way they're going. Because it's a fucking smudge. The shadow in this photo is not the thief that Kay was chasing after.
You can say whatever you'd like in whatever language you want. But there's no way one language I really understand. The language of evidence.
There's only one. Very well then. I present you proof that the person Kay saw is not the same as the one in this photo. Like, I guess it's the wire. This piece of evidence proves the shadow in the photo is not the person Kay saw. Yeah, goddammit. I don't fucking know, okay? Gummy, what do you think? God damn it. What do you think? I don't think anything, because I already know that evidence proves absolutely nothing. Fuck off. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't fucking know. I need to think back to what Detective Bad told me about when this photo was taken. It was before the first fire. Oh. Yeah, because the second fire. Fuck. Would it be this? Like, this is just the evidence? Sure. This one? Let me explain to you precisely why the shadow in this photo is not the thief that Kay saw. Thank God. At least I can get something right. Kay spotted the thief heading for the 3rd floor during the second fire. However, the photo in question was taken just after the first fire. Yeah, way to go. That's twice you've been hit in the butt now.
You're not done yet. You still have yet to explain what that shadow is. And how the thief escaped. I don't suppose you can answer both, can you?
Regarding the photo, I admit that we don't understand what it means quite yet.
Huh, as I thought.
However, the thief's escape route, now that I can solve.
Hey, that's fucking illegal. You can't do that. You can. Well then, Mr. Prosecutor, go on, enlighten me.
Even if I explain it, you'll try to find some flaw in what I have to say. You're busy adding up the Albestian investigation, correct? In that case, I doubt you'd have much knowledge about the Babalisian side of the case. True. So, wouldn't it be best if the lead on that side, Agent Sheena, explained in my stead? Steed.
Sheena is my subordinate. If I don't stick out for her, how can I look her in the eyes and call herself and have her call me her boss?
Okay. Lang, it's alright. I can take care of him.
Sheena!
You've shielded me a lot as my boss. But it's time for me to prove my worth.
Alright. If you're okay with it, then you can have my support.
Finally, it's down to just Agent Sheena and myself. This is where the battle really begins. Now then, what is it you'd like to ask? Let's see. Why don't we start with your movements inside the Barbalisian Embassy? Sheena's movements. During the first Barbalisian fire, I assisted in putting out the fire. During the second fire, I was searching for the thief that had appeared in Babhal. Loop, doop, 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 doop. While I was searching, I heard a scream coming from the next room over. Although I was in the next room, I was able to catch a glimpse of the thief. To be honest, I'm actually very skeptical that the girl's thief even exists. And that is all I have to say. But I'm not lying when I say I saw the suspicious person run into Mr. Cochin's office. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of retracting my testimony. Good. Just to confirm, did you have a partner when you were on your investigation? No, I moved alone. In that case, you have no one to corroborate your alibi, is that correct?
Hey, bucko, are you calling her suspicious because she is in a room by herself? How pathetic.
And it wasn't when Agent Sheena tried to arrest Kay under the same rationale.
Shut up.
How about when you accused Larry because, well, he was the weapon's owner?
I said shut up.
Now that is unexpected for that useless lump to get into such a situation. Although I suppose it's never a good idea to let mistakes go uncorrected.
I will make no excuses for what I did in that situation.
You should apologize right now for making Kay out to be a killer, pal.
I'm sorry. Sheena, apologize.
I'm sorry. It's really okay. I mean, I'm not under suspicion anymore. Right, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I never doubted you, not for 1 second.
And the same goes for me. I believe in Sheena. Sheena.
Then let's put that to the test and see if she really is worthy of your trust. This promises to be interesting. Sheena, I hate this bitch, okay? I'm going to absolutely ruin her. During the first Barbalisian fire, I assisted, well, no one cares. I was searching for the thief that appeared in Babhal. For the next room over, although I was in the next room, I was unable to catch a glimpse. Well, I mean, to be fair, if you're searching for him, why are you skeptical if they exist if that's what you were looking for? Are you throwing Kay's words into doubt again? Well, she does claim to be the thief, right? She did not try to chase down the thief despite being just an average citizen. She did try. Actually, she came here with the goal of capturing the fake one. That's right, which is why I would never lie about anything related to him. And I suppose you have proof of that somewhere? Not quite, but even without any, I have people who believe in me, and that's enough. I see. Kay's testimony is without flaw, but as for yours, let's just say that's what I find your testimony a bit suspicious. There seems to be a very large flaw in her testimony. Why don't you show it with Lil Thief? I will in due time. Escape route of the thief that Kay was in pursuit of. It turns out that it really does lead to the Agent Sheena. What is it that she is keeping from us right now? Do I actually have something? Fuck. Where are you? By the second fire, you mean the one that consumed the third floor of Babhal, correct? Yes, that was when the suspicious person was spotted in it. Then you were after the same person in the long coat that I was after. There's no proof that the suspicious person was really the thief, because no one was able to get a good look at the person's face. By the way, how was your team's investigation? In order to extinguish the fire, water was pumped into the third floor via the windows. The majority of the investigators conducted their searches on the other floors. Maybe they did, but there was one person who was wandering around lost on the third floor. When the fire was pretty much out, I moved to investigate the third floor. And you did that alone? Yes. Next room over. Give me a press on that one. You were unable to catch even a glimpse, despite being in the next room. Is that true? I really hate to repeat myself. I'm sorry for your inconveniencing you. However, I simply wish to make sure that you're not misremembering something. We wouldn't want you to be accused of lying later on, would we?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, are you calling Sheena's testimony a lie?
Agent Lang, I'm talking with Agent Sheena right now. So I'd appreciate it if he wouldn't interrupt us with superfluous comments.
Grr. Grr.
Aw. You know, I feel kind of bad for him. I understand his pain at watching one of his subordinates being accused. However, I cannot turn my eye from the truth. Lang, I'm alright. As for you, I think you should be focusing your doubts on that girl rather than me. And why is that? Give me a... So you were in the room next to Mr. Cochin's office. I told you I was there earlier. As I was examining the neighboring room, I heard that girl's shrill scream. Upon hearing it, I immediately ran towards Mr. Cochin's office. When you proceeded to arrest her, as I recall. Yes, I did. But she was totally innocent, pal. I thought we had already cleared that up. And I thought I had already apologized for my behavior. Detective, now if the tenacious detective would be so kind as to be quiet. I have to agree, right now is not the time to take issue with that. Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. But what I do take issue with is the fact that you didn't see the thief, Agent Sheena. The prosecutors of this country are so strange. Like, it's either... I can't present Gumshoe on this. And be like, hey, because he doesn't have testimony, so I guess this. Easy peasy. Being in the next room to Mr. Cochin's office is the problem with your testimony.
Mr. Prosecutor, I don't see what problem you're talking about at all.
Agent Lang, do you recall the secrets we discovered about the Albahestian office fireplace?
Huh? Oh, you mean how it connects to the office with the room next door? What about it?
Well, Albahest isn't the only country with secret connecting fireplaces.
What?
The fireplace in Mr. Cochin's office holds the exact same secret.
What?
The thief didn't escape through the door in the room or the window. The escape route was through the revolving fireplace wall and into the next room over. Bang. Now, do you see? If the thief had escaped into the next room, then the thief would have ran straight into Agent Sheena. Meaning that it's impossible for her to have missed the thief.
Ayah!
What is the meaning of this, Miles? Well, would you care to explain, Agent Sheena? Have you managed to completely miss the fleeing thief, or shall I? Your claim that you were in the next room was a lie all along, wasn't it? The truth is, you were the one Kay saw in the coat. Pretending to be the thief, and you were the one who was chased after all. As you tried to lose her, you ran into Mr. Cochin's office and headed for the fireplace. Then you shed your coat in the next room, leaving it there to emerge as Agent Sheena. After that, you came back and around to place Kay under arrest. Fucking memed. Does that sound about right? If not, then speak now or forever hold your peace. How dare you make Kate look like the bad guy when you're the suspicious one, pal? Noises.
Gina.
Oh, god damn it. Laughing. I know who laughs a lot. Get the fuck out of here, fake thief, bitch. That laugh. How, though? I remember this irritating laugh. I'm getting chills down my spine. It can't be. But it has to be.
Gina, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It was so funny that I couldn't help it but laugh. Funny, you say? Yes. That you would accuse me of being the thief. The prosecutors of this country really are so full of so very strange. Do you think you can get away with this by simply laughing it off? You think I'm taking things too lightly? I think not. It's the prosecutor who is. Look, everything you said earlier is nothing more than mere speculation. The thief fled through the fireplace. Do you have any proof to back up your claim? If you don't, then you haven't proven a thing regarding the thief's escape route. The tone of your voice you're taking with me now has certainly changed. That's because it's been a while since I've had this much fun. I think I'll let loose and then you can have a real battle of wits. For an agent at Interpol to show me the true power of her mind, it is a great honor. Don't underestimate me when I'm not some foolish broad, you know. I'm not. I know, and that is why I cannot hold anything back either as I answer your question. My question? Here's your proof that the revolving fireplace wall in Bob Hole was used recently. His testimony.
Take that!
Slap her in the face with it. I'm sorry, but is this really your honest answer to my question? Yes. According to Ambassador Pelanio's testimony, he said that he was burning some documents in the fireplace with Mr. Cochin. Oh. The ashes of what they burned were left in the fireplace, so they should have still been there. However, when we went to investigate the room, the ashes weren't there. Why is that a problem? Maybe someone cleaned them up. No one did. Unfortunately for you, Ambassador Pelanio said they forgot to. And so the question remains, why were the ashes missing? The answer is simple. I don't care about the ashes missing. That literally is irrelevant to me. What's relevant is the ink spilled on the back wall. That is way more obvious to me. When the thief went through the fireplace, the ashes were pushed into the next room by the wall as well. The movement of the ashes that were in Mr. Cochin's office is proof. Done laughing. And just was so funny. As just proof, are you even allowed to submit such flaky evidence in court? You still wish to fight us? Of course, why wouldn't I? In that case, let's hear your counter-argument. My counter-argument, huh? Really is just like being in court. Well, to me, we're simply continuing from where we've left off all those years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. Doesn't matter. We're at a crime scene or in court. Let's finish this here and now. She's actually changing her movements now. Like that fucking head tilt up. I suppose I've had a lot of fun today, but I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all.